Let's review Invest with Henry's video. $500 into this stock will surpass your full-time job. I reviewed a video that had a similar title by another creator, so I'm curious to see whether he's going to recycle the same content as the other creator, but let's check it out.
There is a CES conference going on today, and mark my words, there's going to be some big innovations coming out for AMD. Everyone is looking at expensive stocks like Tesla and Palantir, which are fine, but if you actually want to get stupid rich and make a ton of money in 2025, AMD is one of the biggest opportunities.
I definitely want to get super rich.
Put in just $500 or a couple $1,000s, and this can literally make you life-changing money.
Oh, yeah. So what he's doing is he's building it up and trying to instill the viewer with a fear of missing out.
Upside in AMD because it's at a 52-week low. I mean, just check out where the stock is at right now. We're under $130 per share. This stock used to be well over $200 per share back in March of last year. So we're at a 52-week low, and I think AMD is way too cheap for you not to invest in the stock. So I respect your time. Let me give you a brief summary of what I'm going to cover in this video. First of all, the AI chip market is projected to grow at 37% compounded annual growth rate, reaching $227 billion by 2030. And AMD's AI product and portfolio are positioned like literally perfectly to capitalize on this megatrend, especially with the MI300 chips coming to market. Now, the next thing is I'm purchasing more AMD ahead of the CES conference as soon as the market opens up, because we're going to see some new things unraveled, and I think the market is going to get excited. I think a lot of investors are going to realize that AMD is not only at a 52-week low, but the fundamentals make sense. The valuation makes sense.
I looked at AMD in the last video that I did. I gave it a 6 out of 10. Let's briefly check it out on stockanalysis.com. So here we are, AMD. Over the past year, it's down 8%. It peaked in early 2024 at over $200. It has a market cap of $200 billion. Financials, its revenue growth has fallen off, where it was previously averaging around 50%. And then in 2023, it actually had negative revenue growth. It's picked it up over the past 10 months. Its revenue is up around 10%. Its operating income has also increased. Let's look at shares outstanding. It's diluted itself over the past 5 years by over 50%, where the shares outstanding have increased from about 1.1 billion to 1.6 billion. Let's look at the debt that it has. It has over $2 billion of cash on the balance sheet. I guess my issue with AMD is that it's been around for a really long time. It's a mature company, and it's not a market leader. NVIDIA is far larger than AMD. And then if you look at other chip companies like Intel, which used to be a market leader, Intel right now is not even relevant. So when you factor in the poor performance over the past year and the slow revenue growth, I would give AMD around a 6 out of 10. I think it's a decent value play, but it's hard to determine that because it could fall to $80 a share and still be a value play, but then you'll have lost a lot of money. It's really hard to rank it. I would probably give it a 6 out of 10. I don't think it's horrible. I definitely think that this is a clickbait title. $500 into a stock that's been around for 40 years and that was down last year is not going to generate enough gains where you're going to make more than your full-time job. So definitely a lot of clickbait, but it's not a terrible recommendation. If you like this video, then watch the video that's popping up on your screen right now because YouTube believes that you would enjoy it the most.